What is up, my Lorcana Goons? Welcome to the Money Market Watch. My name is Kevin, and we're about to go over some Lorcana stuff today. As you can see, I got my Monster University hat on, and my girlfriend actually found this in my closet, and I'm going to sport it for this video because we're doing some university style shop, some smart shopping, some big brain thinking. So let's go over some stuff today, shall we? Before I start, I just want to say like, comment, subscribe if you are a fellow Lorcana Goon. Remember to hit that like button as well on all of our social media platforms, follow, etc., etc., etc. So we're gonna start off with Elsa, the enchanted rare that everybody loves. This is the chase card, guys. We know already what's going on. It's still 800 bucks. Nothing's really changed here, in my opinion, when it comes to like um, how the sales have been going. It looks like there hasn't been that many. There was one over this weekend, still at 79.99. And Elsa being the chase card, we already know this is the most expensive card in the set. This is what's going to basically dictate the pricing for the first chapter boxes. So the first chapter boxes are still here listed for 375. The pre-sales are still listed here for the chapter 2 for less than that. But you know me, you know how I feel about it. Don't buy the pre-sale orders on TCG Player. Not a fan of that personally. I think a lot of these prices are ridiculous, but they even got the new cards up here, like the Merlin Rabbit. They got him on as a pre-sale for a price that may look competitive, may look reasonable right now, because we do have some rares in chapter 1 that are like $20, etc. But we already know that prices come down. It just depends on like how you feel about the game, and if you feel like you're not going to be able to get cards for some reason, and you're also taking a gamble because you just don't know how much this card is going to be when it comes out. It could either be a $20 card, or it could be a $2 card, as we've seen. But quite frankly, this does not feel like it's going to be like a $20 Cusco rare card. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. And they even got Madam Mim. This is a new card that was revealed. They had no sales. People just put these up just to flex, I guess, just to have it on TCG Player because the sale's gone. Or maybe there was a sale and then we're still gathering the sales data, right? So if there was a sale, please don't buy the pre-orders. A lot of them are overpriced. Some more enchanted stuff though. Hades being the cheapest enchanted in the set still. This has been jumping on, flattening out at like a 150. There's been a couple sales over the weekend at that 150 price, but 145 seems to be the lowest listing right now. So let me know if you're getting enchanted, guys, and let me know what price you're getting enchanted at. Please leave some comments and let me know about the sales that you're doing, because I think the community does really appreciate when they can get a reference from other people as well. So I know that the at an enchanted is about 150 right now. So let me know if you're paying that price. I know TCG Player maybe a little bit more because you have to pay shipping and taxes, but if you're doing sales in real life, let us know how that goes down. The Enchanted Aladdin is pretty cool. I think some have sold for about, well, even cheaper than that. Obviously it doesn't show the shipping price, but it looks like lower than 150 is where it's going. So maybe this might be the cheapest Enchanted now. I think this one's hard. What the heck? I like this one a lot. To be honest, I wanted to give a shout out to us at Pele, Stone Brand Cards, Arcana Goons. We're doing an Enchanted Aladdin tournament coming soon, so look out for that on our social media platforms so we can talk about that. But let's go on to some cool cards that have actually been like going up in price. So Hades was less than 30, and now the first listing that we have here from a verified seller is 30 with 95-cent shipping included, and then after that you go to 31 and it starts going 32, 33 immediately. So is Hades going to be a $35 legendary? Elsa's $35 right now. Maleficent Dragon is $35 right now, around that area. So Hades is now looking like it's going to be a legendary that's kind of getting in that scarcity area. And I even want to go as far as to go talk about the foils for Hades, because there's only 6 listings. There's only 6 listings for Hades. The first verified seller has it at 55. Hey, Hades coming out here like it's the beginning of the game. It's the first week of chapter 1 coming out with these prices, dude. I remember when I pulled a Hades in the first box I opened, it was probably like, I want to say like 3 weeks into the game, and I sold the foil for 50 bucks. Then now we're like a month plus into it, and the lowest listing is 55. So let me know, what do you guys think? I think Hades is a really good card. Super collectible. Hercules is like a family favorite movie, in general. So I think collecting the foil for long-term value is probably why it's pretty popular. And there's only like 6 listings right now. And in general, there's a lot of Sapphire in the meta play. The Sapphire Amber deck is taking over a lot of the top eights that you can find on our on our channel and our other social media platforms. So you can see how the meta is impacting the market this weekend. There's a lot of events happening next week too. The PPG is going to happen this weekend. I know a lot of people are getting cards for that, so that's why a lot of sales have gone up. in general for a lot of like the hardcore legendaries that you're looking for. So like the Carefree Surfer Stitch is one, for example, that keeps going. Like it can't, it will never break its price right now for at least not for a while. The foil keeps going up, and right now the lowest verified seller is going to be at around $27. They're charging $2 for shipping, so it's going to be about like $28. And after that, next person has it at $30. So Stitch is a $30 legendary. Is it going to go over that hill? We're not sure. And then the cold foils, dude, only 4 listings, 65 plus $5 shipping, so about 65 bucks, and it's a light blade cold foil. The near mint cold foil only listing is $90, guys. So if you have a cold foil Stitch and you're listing it up here, let me know what you're listing it at, or if you're selling it, or you're trading it for your logos, let me know what you're valuing it at, because to me, this looks like a $90 foil, right? Just going based off of this, we could even go to, let's go to the recent sales, right? Let's look for a foil sale. The most recent cold foil sale, 85, 90. Oh, wow. There's been a multiple at 90. Stitch is a $90 cold foil, guys. I'm looking at over this weekend. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at this right now. I forgot to even look at this before. Over this weekend, a bunch of Stitches sold for 80, 90 bucks. So there you go. Yeah, you had it here. You heard it here first. Carefree Surfer Stitch is a $90 cold foil. That is wild. I love that. That's good to see, though. I love that. Okay. Ursula, the legendary, the non-foil legendary Ursula is about $17 now. More closer to 18 actually when I include the amount of sales that people have. So $18 for the legendary Ursula. Wow, that's really good. I think one actually just sold because when I had this page opened, it was not like this. So let me look at the sales history because over the weekend, yeah, they jumped up from 15 to closer to like 17. So now I want to say Ursula is going to start headed towards a like $20 legendary. Again, a lot of these legendaries we were sleeping on. And then we're really starting to see the impact of the scarcity in the market. People are getting impatient with wanting to play the game in terms of like maybe they got a starter deck and now they want to add to their starter deck and now they're looking to online sales to complete their main deck. So cards like Ursula are really powerful in the meta, and we didn't really realize it until like a month in. And now that we're seeing them a lot in decks and people are getting inspiration, we're probably seeing them a lot in casual play too. Ursula is so good in multiplayer as well. So if you're like in a casual format with friends or something, and obviously you want to take that as serious as possible, you definitely want Ursulas to add to your deck. So it does warrant about a $20 legendary price, but we'll probably get there within the week. Maybe we won't. I don't know. I think we will though. I know I kept my Ursula last week, but now I'm probably gonna list it. Maybe when it hits that $20 mark. Beast Wolfsbane, guys. We talked about this last week because we saw the live reaction from Zach about the buyout, and now check this out. The only foil listings. If you weren't here last week's video, you missed out when Beast went from a $20 foil to a $35 foil, and out of nowhere, a sale has been happening over the weekend as well. So one cold foil auto sold today for $24. Don't know how that happened, but yesterday one sold for 40. And then the day before that, one sold for 40. So 38.90 and then 39.98. So the next listings that we have here are 39.99 and 30. They're all $40. So there you go. Beast Wolfsbane is now a $40 foil according to these TCG economics. Let me know if you guys are finding if you have any of these in your binders. This is a really cool, I think, collectible card in general. I don't know how this sale happened, but we don't know the shipping for that sale. But overall, I think Beast Wolfsbane is an awesome card. I have here a John Silver, the next Emerald Legendary. As you can see, the Emerald cards are super popular, and they're going to be trending upwards for the next for the next bit. In our last top 8 video, 3 out of the top 8s were Emerald, and then the other ones were Ruby Amethyst. So I think Emerald has a good matchup against that deck. But yeah, John Silver anyway. John Silver is the lowest verified TCG seller with more than 2,000 sales. Is going to be Top Shot Buds. So shout out to you guys for dictating this price today. This is a $25 legendary around. So yeah, $5 shipping. So maybe maybe more like a $24 legendary, but around there. So John Silver was about $20 last week. And now, if you missed out on that, you're going to be paying a premium because over this weekend, John Silver went up to a $25 legendary. So it's going to be around that price now, guys. Yeah, people were paying $20 over the weekend, and now the recent sales and listings from today are 24 and 25.24. So it's a really good legendary. I don't blame. I'm not surprised that John Silver is going to hit like the peaks of maybe Belle and maybe not like Rapunzel, but it'll probably hit those high prices at some point because of how almost how mandatory it feels in Emerald decks for Chapter 1. And then going as far as looking into Chapter 2, we know that we're getting Belle and we know we're getting Beast. Those are 2 legendaries for Emerald that have already been revealed. And quite honest, I think they're good, but they're not as like they're not as usable as something like John Silver, which is you can splash in almost any Emerald deck. I feel right. It's an inkable card. You can play four in any deck, and then its actual ability is very good to the point where you can it's good against any matchup basically. Whereas I feel like Rapunzel. I feel like Belle loses out to certain cards, and beat the new Beast Legendary loses out to certain cards. So extremely good Emerald Legendary now that we know what's happening in Chapter 2. I think that information is what's dictating this price as well because now we know that we're not necessarily getting a meta changing legendary in Emerald. So I definitely think that if you want John Silvers for your Emerald decks and you're going to keep playing Emerald style decks for Chapter 2, maybe look into getting them right now because even the cold foils are spiking up again. There's only 4 listings, 30, and it starts at $45 basically. Then they go to 50. So John Silver, wow, that is really nice. That is a very expensive cold foil. So yeah, John Silver is also about a $40 to $50 cold foil, guys. Make sure you're getting the value from your cards. Cusco's, yes, let's watch this Cusco race. Let's watch Cusco ride these waves, guys. He's a $20, basically a $20 rare again. So that's the German one. This is near mint, 17 plus a dollar, and then you got $20, $20, $20. So Cusco back at a $20 rare. I love to see it. I Cusco again, same reasoning. A lot of the Emerald cards that are being revealed right now aren't necessarily like a meta changing. You're probably going to keep playing Cusco after Chapter 1, during Chapter 2, right? And then even the cold foils for Cusco have started going up. There's only 15 listings for cold foil Cuscos, and over the weekend they were selling for around $20, less than $20. I tried to pick some up, but I couldn't because the prices were going up. Shout out Aiden for not selling me his Cusco over the weekend. But yeah, so closer to $20 last week and over the weekend is what you were paying for cold foil Cuscos. And now today, the cold foil Cuscos are going to be closer to 25, 24, 25 is what you're going to find them at. So again, if you've been trying to hollow out your Emerald decks, you should have gone a little earlier. And we even got Flynn Rider. Flynn Rider keeping a stable price at about $3 for a non-foil uncommon. This card is extremely necessary in Emerald decks, and again, same thing, probably going to keep its relevancy next chapter. So if you weren't getting these, now they're going to be a little bit more than $3 probably, depending on where you're getting them from. Very popular card. But now we can go on to the cards that are trending downward. We got Tinker Beezy, the giant fairy, which has been used to be a $25 super. It is, I think, it still is the most expensive super in the chapter one. But the price is going down. I don't know if it's because Resist is coming out, or maybe it's just because there's not as like importance in steel to play this card. I think this card is broken. I think it's going to be used next chapter as well. But right now, it's about a $20 super rare. Closer to $20 rather than 25 is what you're going to be paying for this card now. So somewhere in between that, but not 25 anymore, which is cool because this is a meta staple. And I think that if you're someone who wants to take the game a little bit serious and maybe you're building your deck and you're kind of investing that time and money, this is a good card. I don't care what people say about Resist. I love Resist as a game mechanic. I think it's awesome. I don't think it's going to like make cards like Tinkerbell irrelevant. It's just Tinkerbell is just too good. But then we have Belle. Belle has been selling a little lower than $30 over the weekend. So there was a sale for 27, 28. Usually these are about $1 shipping. So I like to take that into consideration, but there are a couple sales that are under $30 that are happening as of today and this weekend. So that's a card to look out for. A lot of listings from unverified sellers are less than $30 as well. So again, if you want a little discount, you can maybe go that route and buy from an unverified. But Belle is a really good card in Sapphire decks. It's a win condition in a lot of Sapphire decks. So the fact that it's less than $30, the fact that it's kind of switching places with stuff like John Silver is astounding to me because I think Sapphire is just as capable of winning and being and being like a powerhouse as Emerald, right? I think in Lorcana right now, all the colors are definitely good, and I think now we're starting to see certain like scarcities happen where there's more people who want to play Emerald, so all the John Silvers are going up, and there's not a lot of product being put on the shelves yet. Come on, man! Like we've been waiting for this October second wave for the longest, and like the Disneyland in Anaheim just got starter decks this weekend, and I'm pretty sure they sold out already, or they're gonna sell out by today, and it's just starter decks. That's one pack per each one, right? So it's not gonna really impact the card pool a lot. We have Lilo making a wish going down in price. This has been going down. This is a game I want to call Lilo Limbo. Let's see how low Lilo can go. Right. Last week it's been about the same price, like closer to $10. But again, there's unverified sellers who have it for $9 plus a dollar shipping. So I don't know, guys. Maybe you can make those arguments and try and pick them up this week for like $8 to $9 if you're trying to make some bargain deals. I think Lilo's a really good card. I don't know, but Lilo Limbo. We'll see how low she go next in the next market watch. We got Maleficent bidding her time. This is like a $4 to $5 rare now from unverified people. Even actually, no, the lowest verified has it at 474 for $1. So, you can definitely find these cards for $5 now, which they used to be $10. Lilo used to be $20. So, get your rares that you need for your aggro decks. The aggro decks, they're popping off. I think they're really good, but get your rares. Maui Hero to All. This is like a new low that it's hit in the last in the month that the game's been out. Maui's are about $5 now. So I think Maui's really good. I think it's another staple in Ruby decks. I don't think it's going to go out of style next chapter. But if you want to buy a Maui right now, you can do so for 570 on TCG Player from this verified seller who has it. Who has it at 570? It's Epidemic Game. Shout out to you for dictating this price on the Market Watch. So closer to $6, but around that $5 to $6 range, depending how you want to ask for your cards. Tell them, let them know 85%, right? Do the math. You do the math. So Ariel Spectacular Singer, another staple in a lot of Amber decks. And as we know, the more songs that come out in the game, the more this card's just going to be played. In Amber decks, I don't see why it wouldn't. But very splashable and less than $10. So it used to be about $10, and that was a very good price. And then now it's like there's a couple listings for less than $10. Actually, the whole first page is less. So if you want to get if you want to fix your Amber deck and add some power cards, I think Ariel Spectacular Singer is very necessary. It's a super rare, and as Chapter 2 comes out, I don't think this card is gonna lose its power. So I like that card a lot. I'm glad I have mine. I'm glad that it's a cheap card right now, so you guys can pick it up and play it at tournaments. Hades, Lord of the Underworld. These are some cool foils that I want to go over, guys. These foils are nice. Hades is about $7 for the foils, even $8 maybe on a good day. So if you have these, make sure you value them correctly. Did you guys know that the Mickey Mouse Musketeer foils are about $6 as well? So that's really cool. Mickey Mouse Musketeer. The Musketeer deck I think is really decent. I think this card is like just in general really cool artwork, so I can see why the foil is this expensive for the rare. It's more expensive than some of the other foil rares that I actually played. And then Gantu, even though the legendary Gantu is like the lowest legendary in the set, the foil Gantu actually has been bumping up in price over the weekend. A lot of them sold for more than $15. So the lowest listing now is 16 with $1 shipping. 17, and then after that we get into 25, 30. There's not that many listings. There's only 7, so there's not really much dictating the price over here. I don't think it's going to ever hit like this scenario of like $30, $40, but I do think that we're probably going to see it hit maybe like a $20 foil sale. So we'll see what happens with the foil Gantu. And then foil Dragonfires are pretty cool right now. These are about $6, and they're staples in Ruby decks. Ruby doesn't even play 4 of them right now, so who knows? Maybe when you need 4 of these in a deck, you'll probably still go up in price. But this is a solid foil to keep in your arsenal if you like trading stuff, or to always look out for. This card's never gonna lose its power. I definitely think it's gonna keep its relevancy. These are all just my opinions, and I don't even have many of these in my personal arsenal. I like cards and I like numbers. So if you enjoyed this Market Watch, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Lorcana Goons. Make sure to not buy any pre-orders from people. Make sure to look out for fake enchanted cards, guys. Do your research. That is the most important thing to do. And this is not financial advice, but this has been the Monday Market Watch on October 16th. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, you goons have a good day. We will see you next time.